Hey, scrapbook friends, it's Nicole from Nicole's Scrapbooks, and we're here for episode 25 of Theme Park Thursday. This is one that I have been thinking about for a while. I had these fun pictures of my daughters playing in the rain, and a couple, I'm in a couple of them too, but, and I've really been wanting to do this, and it kind of has come together with elements from previous layouts that we did of the rain with the umbrellas and the watery paper. This is a layout where partway through the video, I found myself thinking, oh my gosh, I hate this video. I hate this layout, not the video. I hate this layout. I'm not sure I want to do this. Maybe I should reprint these and redo the video, which I don't want to do to you guys. I want you to see the process that I go through. I mean, sometimes I do hate something so much that I just like, I got to start over. But I was able to change it up a little bit, remember some other products that I had, and pull it together into something that I like. Do I love this as my favorite layout? I don't know, but I really, really like it. And some of the things that kind of I brought back from kind of olden days scrapbooking with like the pen work, I think added a lot. So stay tuned to see how we came from our stack of photos and my original idea to what you have now, which is going to be called Rainy Night. Okay, so we're finally to what I think is the last page of our rain, although as I'm looking at this big stack of photos, I'm afraid it's going to have to be 2 pages. I might end up having to split it. Basically what I have are pictures of us in the parking lot, and I love these pictures. They're just my girls playing in basically the flooded parking lot. There's lots of them. But I also have, this was a screenshot I took on my phone, and when I printed it out, it got cut off. So I just reprinted it on my computer. I just printed on some photo paper, and I found a couple other headlines. You know, a lot of people have said, oh yeah, I've been at Disney when it's raining, but like this is the first time I've been at Disney that it made the national news, right? So, so I have all these parking lot, but then I have a few of us on the ferry boat, and I almost wonder, I don't know if this needs to be, I guess these are the same almost. That one can go, and this has those two together, us on the ferry. This, I can probably still keep it on a single layout. I don't necessarily need that. I love this one, and I was thinking it would be fun to do something with like some little squares, although some of these are bigger. So, I don't want to make this into more than 2 pages. I guess I could use like a peekaboo pocket or something if I needed to expand on that page. I love the peekaboo pockets. I think they're a great option, but I often forget to use them. So maybe that's just what I need to do. Let's see. I don't probably need both of these. These are about the same. This one you can kind of see some rain, so I think I'll put that one to the side. I'm going to definitely do these two. And this one, a screenshot from my husband that said we were driving in the water. I don't know if this is from the same time, but I thought it was funny. So that one we're going to do. And now I can just kind of decide with these. I mean, these look a lot the same. This one, Katie's looking at me, and this one she's not, so we'll pick that one. This one they're looking at me, I definitely want that one. And then I just got all these little jumping. This one you see the rain very well. Basically the same photo. These are just farther away. I don't know, I don't know that I need all of these. I have this terrible problem that I take so many pictures and then I print them all out, even though I don't need all of them. So I think I can do these, get rid of these smaller ones. I think that one. I like all of these. So how do we do 1, 2, 3, maybe this one. These little ones can almost be like embellishment-ish, and then these. And I think I can cut these small. Remember last time I guess it was two weeks ago, I did the People Mover, and I trimmed my photos before I knew what I was going to do, and then I was sorry. So I don't want to crop these down yet. This is us on the ferry boat. No, these two are the ferry boat. And then this is us once we got to the parking lot. So maybe what I do is this, which is one of my standard layouts that I haven't actually done in a while. Well, I guess I did this on the golden statues. These are the ferry boat, and then this is once we get to the parking lot. And then I could do something with these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I could cut these and somehow use them on here. I think I want to use from last week, we did the this water paper, and I have quite a few pieces of it left. And so I was thinking maybe I'll incorporate this again. See, I didn't cut it quite right last time, but maybe I can incorporate this again and like do this along the bottom of the page. I'd like to do two layers, like do a background piece that kind of goes behind the pictures and then cut a shorter piece to come in front to kind of give some texture. And then put it on a darker piece background. Oh, I wanted that one too, didn't I? 1, 2, 3. So I think let me find a background piece. Last week's we used the purple. I can't remember. It's been a wild and crazy week at my house, like they all are apparently. I want some kind of a dark background. Maybe the shimmer. I just think the shimmer goes with the water. We used shimmer last time. Let me look and see what kind of shimmer I've got. Maybe the indigo metallic. That's what we used for the other rain page. But then I need something for this square. And then something for these on this side. Let me get the indigo metallic. Okay, so this is the indigo metallic. And I think it's not really the right shade of blue for this. Let me check, see what other, I got to trim that little piece off. It's annoying me, even though it's going to go off in a minute anyway, but I have misplaced my regular all-purpose scissors, and I feel like they cut better. I mentioned something about that last week, that these have such a short little blade. These micro tips are good for precision cutting, but when you want to do like big cutting, the regular scissors work better, but I don't know where they are. Like I said, life's a mess. Let me pull out some other, I wish I had maybe I'll just use not shimmer and use the dark sea green. Let me pull out some other papers and see which color I think. I don't think this indigo matches right. So let me see what I got. So this is the dark sea green, and I was going to use this for something else recently, and then I decided not to, but I think this will work for these pictures. Sorry, no shimmer. But then what do I do? Do I try to like make these a separate? Maybe I'll do that. I've done that before where like this is a little bit of a separate entity on the ferry boat, although all of this is us going back to the car. So I don't think I'm going to do that. But I do think I want to do the water on the bottom. And I think I want it to be this dark color that touches this blue. So I might need 2 pieces of this paper. I'm going to use 2 pieces I just pulled out one of these, but I'm going to use 2 pieces of this. Let me cut this off. I'll speed this up so you don't have to watch me in real time. Okay, now is that the right background color? I think it is. So if we do this, and then I'll do another little piece in front, maybe I even tuck these behind the little piece at the bottom. So this is kind of that same 4-square layout that I like to do, but made it different because I, you know, I'm going to kind of angle these little guys. Maybe I'll do it like this. So that kind of separates that. And then these can come across. And I think I'm going to cut them into squares. This is the one that has the most distance on it. So let me grab my personal trimmer, which was actually put away right where it's supposed to be. So that was helpful. I think I'll cut that light off. I want to keep the rain. I do this at like 3.5. That doesn't quite cut that light off, but it cuts most of it off. And I'll cut, oh, I don't want to lose too much of that rain. Don't really want to lose her shadow though, but I guess that doesn't matter. Maybe I will do 3.5. Yeah, so I'll do all of them at 3.5. I'll do 6 of them at 3.5, and then we'll figure out what happens next. Okay, so I've cropped my photos down. I went ahead and cut apart my little headlines that I had printed out to put on here. And I think I'm going to go something like this. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit this one in or not. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. So I also found that I had a couple of pieces of the deep sea green shimmer that had gotten creased. You know, I stuck something on top of them or something. But I'm going to use these because I'm going to cover it up at the bottom. So it's a great time to use a paper that maybe has a little bit of a flaw or some damage. So I think what I need to do is figure out how tall I want the water section to be. And then I can trim these down to fit. And I don't know what order these are going to go in yet, but I'm just going to put these here for size. I definitely don't want that to be in there. You're not really going to see much of this cut edge with the pictures on top of it, are you? So maybe I want it to be down here a little farther and not do the... Oh, maybe I could tuck it behind. Or I guess I was going to do it that way and then tuck the other one in front. Ugh. I mean, I guess if I just cut this and do the next little pieces, and then I can move those and adjust the bottom piece. Let's see. I kind of want this to be a little bit high. So about, this is not a 0 centering ruler. So I want this to be about 4 inches from the, kind of from the low point, 4 inches from the low point, which is more like 4.5-ish inches from the high point. So let me cut one of these, and then this one, I mean, I want it to be, oh, what direction? Oh, so I want it this, oh boy. This is the same paper, but I can't tell which side was which. Right here. Oh, it's that one right there. But I think I could use this one. I cut this one. All right, let me trim this one, and then I'll cut it, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I've cut these, and they're not exactly the same. Like this back one feels a little bit taller. So I want to make it so that it looks like they are lining up a little bit, which would be that way. So if I put them here, I will put these kind of up there at the top. And I kind of want this to look like we're bobbing in the water almost, which is not really what I had originally thought I would do. Do I need another little string of that? I don't know. kind of like this. It's very boring. So not really what I'm liking. You know, it's such a fine line to have the you know, the focus be on the photos, but I still want my page to be visually pleasing. If I want something like that up at the top, I could maybe do something like that. Have the water, have like strips of the water. I could cut this other little piece right here. It's not as wide as that one. Well, maybe I want like the wide, like a wider section at the top, not just one strip, but kind of do, I mean, I could actually just kind of take this and cut it apart. I mean, this is the paper I said I had multiples of. And as I'm running out of this pack and it's no longer available because it's from last summer, I might as well use up some of this. I don't really like that super bright, but these other two, maybe that's what I want to do. And then I still want to do something down here, but again, I want it to be these darker colors. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off like these 3 lighter colors right here on a couple of these so that the dark color I can put at the bottom. So I'm not going to make you watch that. I'll cut that and then I will be right back. Okay, so I've cut these apart. Take that guy out of the way. I think if I put these bigger ones at the top, this one's a little bit wider than that one, but they almost lines up. Do it kind of like that. And then this one down here is almost the same as the stuff right underneath it. This just kind of makes this bottom piece. Oh, look, this is up. This is the other direction. Uh-oh. Well, I'm gonna go like that. I didn't realize that when I cut these, I cut them upside down. So on this side, it was like darkest to lightest. And this one, I guess it goes the same way, right? Okay, it goes the same way. Never mind. I'm okay. I'm okay. I think I want this one where they're smiling. Just see the bubbles or the puddles that they're in. And that one first because they're walking toward the car. All right, I'm not feeling like this is doing what I want it to do. It's feeling really boring. I do need some embellishment. So I think I might want some more of the umbrella. And I have a little piece of that Autumn Haze shimmer left. I don't know if that's, oh wait, I've got all these little umbrellas that I left in a pile. They're also still the wrong color, right? But I'd love to use these umbrellas that I punched out several layouts ago and didn't use, and then I've kind of left them. Even though we don't have any umbrellas. I would like to use the umbrellas somehow. Still kind of boring. So I think this might be one I need to sit on for a little while and figure out a plan, because I'm not loving this. I thought this is what I wanted to do, but now that I've got it happening, it's not really working for me. I need something. I need some embellishments. I need some kind of a pattern paper. Maybe in the background I need a pattern paper. You know, we had that emerald gemstone paper that we used several layouts ago, and it had one that had water droplets. Remember, I was going to use it for the previous rainy layout. I wonder if I can find that rainy background paper. Let me look in my bin of papers. There, that sounds not that organized. I have them organized by folder. I know the name of it. They should be in alphabetical order, so it shouldn't take me more than a minute to find that. All right, I maybe I should leave the thing in that how long it took me to find it, because it didn't take me that long. Okay, so here, haha, what's the back of this? The leaves. Oh no, I only have these 2 pieces left, and I'd cut something out of this. I don't know if my my things aren't going to cover it. And I don't know if this is the right color to go with this. I think it's all right. It's not, this is much greener. So I may need to make this higher so that it covers up that. And then I could even just put, you know, I can fix this, but make them both higher. And then let me try that. Actually, maybe what I just need to do is cut this 6 inches and put it halfway in between the 2 stripes, where this would be on top and that would be in the middle. Okay, I think I'm going to do that. Use just this one piece, cut it in half. Is there a direction? It goes that way. So we'll cut it in half. I hope I don't change my mind about that. If I do that, it kind of works in the same blue of these little umbrellas. So if I put this kind of in the middle, I may still need to make these a little bit taller. But then I'll put this guy, oh, this is at the bottom. This is at the top. This one and this one are here. This one. That needs to go up a little higher anyway. I'm liking this better. I think this has more interest. I think I'm going to need to do something with like the silver metallic pen along the water. Oh, you know, I have that other metallic pen. So I apparently don't have a blue metallic pen, or I do have it and I didn't put it away. I found the purple and this green. This green might work. Purple is not going to work. It's too purple. But I also found this chalking pen, which might work. This is from, I don't know, a year or so ago. It goes on colored, but then as it dries, it turns kind of white. Let me try the green too. Oh, if I use the green, it's a dot tip pen. I like the green, and then I could use some of the little dots. That might be fun to do. It probably also look good on the dark sea green. I have to try that. I do want to show you, I fast forwarded so you want to see it, but next to my workspace, I have this shelf unit that I bought on Amazon, and it has all of my pens. So I do have multiples of the CM pens. I have also other, you know, a Sharpie and, you know, other pens in here. But when I say I'm going to dig for a pen, this is what I'm going through. Every color pen CM has had, except apparently the one I need. And some of them I have duplicates, so I like to keep the extra ones in their plastic, and theoretically they're in the back, but I've rummaged through them. So if you ever wonder when I go off and say I'm going to dig for my pen, this is what is working for me. I have a whole shelf unit. I bought it on Amazon. I'll put a link in the comments. But I really like it. I have the top drawer has my, keeps my, no, I can't do it with one hand. My rulers, my border maker system, some random stuff's up here, pictures, washi tape. Oh, look, there's a pen that doesn't belong in there. And then the bottom one fits my tape runner refills. So, all right, now back to our regular scheduled layouting. Okay, so this had a minute to dry while I was chattering away about my pen drawer. And I kind of like that. I think maybe I'll do something with that, with the lines and the dots on here, not the purple. Off you go in the drawer. And this white chalk, the blue chalking pen didn't really give the same chalking effect that the white one did. So I don't think I'm going to use that. I think I'm going to do the green because it really does kind of become this, almost the same color. So if I do that, I could even follow the line a little bit here with this on the dark sea green. I wonder if I have a scrap of dark sea green I can test this on. I do indeed. So we'll just test this on here. It's like the one from last week that's almost invisible, but I think that could work too. If I do some pen stuff, that could work. So I'll put the blue behind, and then put my, I think I'm going to build this side first. And I'm going to have to patch in something right here. I'll use this little extra piece, and then we'll figure out how to do the other side. But if I patch those together, let's see, I'm going to put this over the top anyway, so it's going to cover up any seam. So I think I'll put this piece on first. Covering up that wrinkled edge. Nobody will ever know that this piece of paper got squished in my bag. Not like that. Is it going to matter? And I think I will tuck it behind just in case a little section of it shows. Okay. Actually, I probably ought to do both of these pieces. Well, too late now, I say. Because I should have done both of them first before I put the pictures on. Maybe I still will. All right. Basically, I'm just covering it, making it so that this goes behind the lowest point of the curve. And this cardstock seems to be a little bit wider than the designer paper, so it's not quite going all the way to the edge. Yeah, this one's going close to the edge. It's this watery paper that doesn't seem to be. There's just a little bit of an edge, but I don't think you can notice you notice it that much. And then I'll put this guy down. Again, so that it lines up with the side. Oh, I want it to be as close to the top as I can. Okay, so I'm liking that as a background, but now I think I'm going to take my pen, which I put down somewhere, and do some little, I think I'm just going to kind of go along the edge, not everywhere. So the dot thing is like, again, the 90s coming back to me. I feel like that's something we used to do. This is going to have pictures over it, but I think that that just adds something, something that this layout needed. It was feeling very flat and impersonal. So I don't know that I want to do too much on here because I haven't done my pictures on. But I think that's what we're going to do, is just a few little highlight lines or something. And then, but I'm going to be able to do those after I put the pictures on. So here's the ferry boat again. Up here, do it like that. And then these down here, which I kind of could even tuck behind here, but I really want it to be this color. So I might have to trim those edges, but we'll do it like that. So we're kind of tucked behind. This was right here. And I'm going to go ahead and do this other side. This one I trimmed. I don't really want to have to cut another one, so I think we'll just align it. This is a lot of paper. I don't really want to waste that paper. I think what I'll do is I'll put this piece down first because it goes behind everything. And then I can just position the other papers around it. And I'm just butting the papers up against each other. That's not quite straight. Doesn't really matter because we're going to cover up both edges, but match this right here. These are not going to be like right up against each other because, you know, in the Creative Memories album, you do have the little jeeping edge that's going to give you a little bit of space. So it's not going to be obvious that that doesn't quite line up. I think that'll be all right. And this goes right here. So I only need about an inch of this at the bottom. So maybe I'll just trim that off. Probably better do 1.5 inches just to be safe. Just in case I want to use this piece for something else. I think I actually put this one kind of upside down. Oh well, maybe not. Maybe not. This way I've got the dark on the bottom. And then I can put this one right about there. Uh-oh. And then I just figured out how I wanted the pictures. This is the girl smiling. I want that one right there. I think I've talked to you about when I was in high school, I was on the yearbook staff and we learned some things about layout and how like the focal point of where people see first is going to be this picture. So I think I want the picture of them smiling right there. And then this is the first one. And I love this one because she's jumping and you can kind of see her. She's off the ground. So I think I'll put that one right there. These two are very much the same, but they had so much fun with it. Okay. So let's, do I want to draw my lines before I stick the pictures down? I probably do. I think these are good to go right here. We'll tuck that one behind. So I'll do these, put these down first. Oh, do I need to round the corners? Oh, maybe I do, but I'm not going to. I think the corner rounding might have looked really cute with this kind of, again, for the water and the motion, but I'm already committed right here, so we're just gonna stick these down. And this one, I don't know that I want it to go behind. I guess if I go this way, so, uh-oh. I'll trim that little piece off. Yeah, half those pen marks I did right there, I'm just about to cover right up. So because I'm down here at the bottom, I'm putting my face in where it's the lowest. And then it can cover up a little bit of the girls. I don't know, because I don't want this to go. Maybe I'll scoot that up. Okay, I missed a little spot right here. Clean that up. I was so proud of myself for cutting right on the line, and apparently I didn't cut right on the line. So we'll put this down. Katie kind of looking at me like, why are you taking our picture in the rain? Little did she know how many pictures I was about to take. Oh, I was going to leave space for this. I guess I could cover up. Maybe I'll put this right. No, that was supposed to go right here. Darn it. These need to kind of go down a little bit more. That right there. Put this right here. The other like that. Okay. I do need to leave a place to do some journaling. I guess I could journal down here along the water. I did make sure that I saved the website that I got these little things from, so that they would, you would know that I didn't just write that myself. That was from The Independent and Newsweek, comicbook.com. All right. This one is all going to show because it's on the top. But it's not showing very much because as it dries, it just almost disappears, which is what I wanted. Although it didn't feel like it disappeared that much on this one, did it? Oh, because this is the darker color. Interesting. I think I'll put some down here then too. A little bit of like water. I don't know how I feel about the little dots now that I've got them, but they're going to stay. Oh, now this is covering up my face. Oh well. That's all right. Okay. Oh, it didn't line up right on this side. All right, I'm liking this. I do think I need to do some of the little wavy lines up here on the green. And maybe more of like the dots up here to be like rain. It really doesn't show up very much. Well, when it dries, it does. It shows up a little bit. I think it adds a lot. You know, that's one of the things I think as I'm making these layouts for this album, is I'm realizing how much difference a little bit of pen work can do. I mean, if you look at this layout now that's got just a few little wiggly lines compared to this side is just looks like a little bit more flat. This has just a little bit of personality. I don't know. I'm liking having that. So now let's try and get these guys stuck down. Find my other piece. Clean that up a little bit again. Just don't want that light colored piece or that light colored line shining through. I feel like it will stand out. If you're an inker, you could even like ink the edges of this. That might look really cool to have this inked for this top little piece. Maybe even with that, with the metallic pen. Ooh, I wonder if I could tuck these like behind here and then tuck these behind here. I don't want to cut off too much of the this is the one with her jumping. Yeah, probably that's probably too much if I tuck them all behind. I do want to tuck these behind though on the bottom. And I'm on purpose kind of putting them a little bit askew. I'm going to draw on my little upper wave right here and then stick it down before I stick the top pieces down. Kind of what I'm trying to do here, I think, is like I'm not trying to make it, I don't want it to make it too symmetrical. You know, I'm trying to do something different. So, but there's a fine line between, you know, not enough and too much. And I often tend to go on the too much side. You guys know that, who've watched me for a while. And I actually put these all kind of at the top. But maybe I should have put them at the bottom. Although I guess I'm going to put some on the bottom down here after I stick this down. This one isn't very motiony. I want to add in some of these waves where there aren't any. This is a little bit flat across the bottom. Okay. That works right there. And I want to show you again that like I don't use a ton of adhesive. The CM adhesive is plenty strong. I'm going to be putting a page protector over the top of this, and I just feel like it's enough. I do need to put something down here at the bottom, even though I didn't do anything at the bottom on here, so now I'm going to have to come back. All right, and I'll do these tops. And I'll snip this part out. You guys don't have to watch me do all these lines. All right, I've done the pen lines. I'm going to stick these guys down, not really tucking them behind the waves, a little bit behind the waves. And I'm thinking that I want to put my title up here, so I might not put this up here. Maybe I'll put this right here. And this right here, or this could go, well, that, yeah, that could go right there. Even scoot this over a smidge. And I think I'm going to write never too old to play in the rain. I think that would be fun. And maybe I'll use the mini, the sans serif ABCs that I used for last week's video, because that I feel like I can write a longer title with those little ones. We have the new, the mini ABCs, just came out like last week or the week before. I don't know. Things are blurring together in my brain. But, you know, just recently with that, with the sticker buffet that just ended. And so I have those mini classy ABCs, but I think I want the sans serif just to coordinate with what we did last time. And I do think I want some of these little umbrellas just because I have them already. I think they'll be cute. They're going to tie in this blue with that blue. And like I said, I have them already. So I kind of scattered them around when I was moving some things. But I think maybe I'll do that many, and then I'll do the title here. And, oh, some journaling. I might need to journal on like a little journal box. I wonder if I have this. Oh, maybe on this little piece, I could do a little bit of journaling just on this little strip that I cut off. All right, so let me get my ABCs and put those down and do some journaling, and I'll be back. Okay, once again, I used my zero centering ruler just to make sure that my words are going to fit. One of the things about these sans serif letters I do not like is that the L, the lowercase L, looks like a capital L. And I could have probably used uppercase letter I in place of it, but I'm just going to take my scissors and snip off the little leg on this L, on both of the L's, because I don't know, it doesn't match the feel of the rest of the font for me. So I'm just going to take those off. And then I think I'm going to stick them down kind of along the line. Maybe this, there's like, I don't know if you can see that there are 3 different colors of blue. I think I'm going to kind of use along the line of the second blue. And then I'm going to put a couple exclamation points at the end. So I'll do that and be right back. Okay, I did my journaling. I went ahead and did some more of those little lines and dots on here. I did a couple little swirls. I almost wish I hadn't done that. Maybe I'll actually trim this guy off. I did one on the other side too. The other one was kind of an accident right here, but look at that. I can just trim that off and nobody will ever know that there was going to be a different angle right there. Okay. And I did my journaling. I just said, thankfully it was a relatively warm rain and we're experienced enough to have brought extra shoes. So we decided to turn the flooded parking lot into our final adventure of a fun but soggy day at the Magic Kingdom. Just going to clean this up a little bit more. And then I'm just going to stick it down along this bottom piece. And I think that will be fun little journaling. It does mean I have 3 layers right here on top, which is a little bit more than I had planned, but I think that works okay. Oh yeah, that's fun. Okay, so now all I need to do is add those little umbrellas. I did also put the title down. I did a little bit of pen with that shimmer pen up there in the dark sea green where you can't even really see it. I probably could have done this on any color of paper and been fine. I kind of wasted these, you know, the dark sea green, because all that you see is right up there. But I'm glad that I added in these little, this little raindroppy paper. So I don't know if I want to put 2 of these. I do kind of think it's funny that I'm using umbrellas and we didn't have umbrellas. Oh, I think I'll put 2 right here. Maybe 2 down here. I don't know about these down here under my journaling. It kind of, maybe I'll just put 1 down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How about that? That kind of gives us, you know, not really a visual triangle. This makes a triangle, that makes a triangle. But I like to have odd numbers of clusters. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't want 4. So I think I'll do that. And I'll use my repo for this one and get these guys stuck down. And then I think we'll be done. Okay, I thought I was done, but then I realized that I didn't mention anything about the little news articles. So I just took one of the last little scraps I had, and I just said we've had rainy days at Disney before, but never the kind that make national news. And I kind of cut it so that it's going to fit right here over the top of these pictures. And I think that will work. All I got right here is like the ceiling of the boat, and, you know, nothing that I care about covering up. And I did have to play around a little bit with it to make it so I felt like it would blend in, but I think that worked. And I'm happy with it. I may, you know, come back in the morning and decide, you know, I might need to add one more thing. But for now, I think it's good. I think it definitely, adding the pen, adding the journaling and the umbrellas, even though we didn't have any umbrellas. Maybe I need to say something. Too bad we didn't actually have any umbrellas. Maybe I'll put that down here. Too bad we didn't actually have an umbrella. But I like it. I'm glad that I added in this paper with the raindrops. I don't know if you guys can really see that on there, but it's got the little water droplets. And then, of course, the pen work, I think, added. I might put a few more dots down here. I have more dots kind of up here and up here. But, yeah, I think I'm going to call that done. And this is layout number 25. So nice round number, half a year almost. More than half a year, I guess. Well, 26 will be half a year. Every Thursday. I wasn't sure that I was going to be able to make it work every single Thursday, but so far I have, except for that one time when I forgot to post the video, but I had made it and somebody reminded me and I got it loaded in time. So this is the end of our Magic Kingdom day. I don't actually remember what comes next. Epcot. So our next layout will be Epcot. I'll give you a little sneak preview. Oh, look, we wore little Auburn shirts. So my daughter was a senior graduating from Auburn. So that will be the next one. Oh, these will be fun. I'm excited about this. This will definitely be a double page spread. All some of our PhotoPass kind of fun pictures. So tune in next week and we will be headed to Epcot finally after 25 layouts in the Magic Kingdom. So thanks so much for watching. I really am enjoying this and I hope you're enjoying it too. And I'll see you next week for another Theme Park Thursday.